What's up, y'all? What's up, y'all? Marcus Frazier from Teachable Tuesday is here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly appreciate it. If you could, please hit that like button, subscribe button, notification button. Oops, almost forgot my book. So that way you can stay up to date with all of my future Teachable Tuesday videos. And I don't think this is the right book. Oh, well, we're going to go with this. So first of all, my apologies for this video coming out super duper late. If you guys have been keeping up, you know, I was doing a 3-part series to the 33 things that I've learned in my 33 years of living. Well, it was almost 33 years living. As the recording this video, I am 33 as of April 5th, 2024. And I went to upload the video. I'm not exactly sure what happened. And I got really busy. Birthday came up, birthday shenanigans. And then it was the International Skate World Series. So I'm actually releasing this video during the time of the Skate Life Series 2.0. So it might be coming out at a weird time, but not really a weird time because I'm still releasing other content in addition to skate content. But I wanted to give you my number of things, my last 11 things that I've learned, which will equal out to the total of 33 things that I've learned in my 33 years of living. If you missed part 1 and part 2, make sure you check those out first and then come back here. I mean, you really don't have to per se, but I like doing things in numerical order. So if you do, you might want to do that, or you can just stay in this video. And if you're not subscribed, thank you for checking out the video. Subscribe, stay for a while. You might enjoy some content. All right, so we're going to go with reason number 23 because we left off at 22 last time. Or should I say the 23rd thing that I've learned in my 33 years of living. And I don't remember everything from on my paper. I'm going to try to do my best. If not, it's going to be things that come off the top of my head that I haven't mentioned before. But number 23, as far as things that I've learned in my 33 years of living, is it is okay to not bump your head 1,000,001 times. And I actually brought this up in the Teachable Tuesdays short recently, or reel. And the reason why I say that is because I'm the type of person where in my life I've bumped my head a lot of times, right? I bumped my head 1,000,001 times because I didn't listen. There are times I could be hard-headed. I've gotten a lot better, but yeah, I can definitely say I've been hard-headed a lot in my life. And I've learned that there are lessons that you can learn from others. Are there things that you can go through that you have to go through on your own? Absolutely, because everybody has their own trials and tribulations that they have to go through. But it doesn't have to be every single thing. You know what I'm saying? There are some things that you don't necessarily have to go through. You don't have to bump your head 1,000,001 times for you to truly get the picture. That's just my 2 cents. Some people might think otherwise. I think that you can truly go through life living and not having to go through 1,000,001 things if you're willing to learn from others. So that's number 23. Number 24. It is okay for you to admire someone, have a high interest in someone, and not pursue them because you guys are not compatible. This is something I definitely had to learn as of recently. I'll give you a prime example. There is this absolutely gorgeous woman that I know. And we went on a date, had a great time. We're in a specific community together. But because she does not want children, I will not pursue her. Like I said, this woman is very beautiful, very feminine, very sweet, very caring, has an awesome personality, has a lot of traits that match up with mine in terms of what I'm looking for in a wife. However, there are certain things, very important points, that we just don't line up. And one of them, biggest ones I should say, is the children aspect. She doesn't want kids. I do. So in lieu of that, I cannot pursue her. I can admire her from afar. Do I wish that she did want kids? Yeah, a little bit. You know, a brother, would like to pursue her. But, and that's important for you guys to know as well. A lot of times, both men and women, we have a tendency of letting certain things slide because of how much we like this person, when the reality is there's an important point or important points that this person doesn't meet. I'm sorry. And that doesn't necessarily mean that they're bad people. They're not. But they're not compatible with us. And you got to learn that the second that somebody's not compatible with you, move on. I don't care how much you like them. Get going. All right. 25. Go ahead and travel. I kind of mentioned this before, but I'm learning more now than ever to just get up and do it. I mean, within reason, of course, Make sure you have the money. But the reason why I say get up and travel is because there's so much to explore, guys. I mean, I have yet to go outside the United States, but I will be going to London next year. I'm extremely excited about that. I have traveled to a lot of different places in the United States. I know people who have not left their city, right? Get up and go somewhere, even if it's just for 2 or 3 days. Go somewhere even that's different in your, I don't care how small your state is, right? Go somewhere different. If you live in Maryland, you live in Baltimore, for example, go to Annapolis. Go to Ocean City, right? If you've never been there. If you live in Georgia and you were born in Atlanta, maybe go to Savannah, right? Some of you might be thinking, oh, it's country. I don't care. If you've never been there, go there. If you live in Florida, you live in Daytona, you've never been anywhere outside of maybe Orlando and Tampa, go to Jacksonville. Go to Tallahassee to visit some historic sites. Go to Miami. You know what I'm saying? Just do something different than where you're at. There's so much to see even within your own state, but really go out of state if possible to just explore. It'll change your mindset. And I'm pretty sure once you travel the world, from what people have told me, that'll really change your mindset. All right. Number 26 as far as 33 things I've learned in my lifetime. It's okay to be stingy with your money, right? And what I mean be stingy with your money is you don't have to spend money on every little thing. And I say that because I'm working on my money habits. I'm not saying that I'm horrible at it, but I'm not saying I'm the greatest, right? And there are times where I have to simply say, I don't have it. Certain events I want to go to, I don't got it. Certain places I want to go to, I don't got it. And I know some of y'all like think, well, Marcus, isn't that kind of contradicting the fact that you said just get up and travel? No. And I say that because, yes, I do want you to travel, but I don't want you to be broke when it's all said and done. Because at the end of the day, remember, whatever you buy, regardless if it's wants or needs, you still got to have money. You still got to live when it's all said and done. For example, I'm going to California this summer for vacation. I'm going to be gone for 8 days, right? But make sure I have some content uploaded in the front end so that way I ain't got to worry about nothing while I'm out there. But the point is, I still got to live when I come back. I still got to work when I come back. I still got stuff to do when I come back. So, yes, making sure I have money for the vacation is important. But making sure I have money after the vacation is just as important, if not more. All right? So, you want to always make sure you are being careful with your money. Be stingy with your money. There are certain places that you might not be able to go to. It is what it is. It helps save money in the long run. I'll give you an example. Doctor just told me today, as I'm recording this video, I can't skate for another 4 weeks, which sucks. But hey, at least I got to skate the Skate World Series. You know what I'm saying? But that'll save me a little bit of money because skating does cost money and it does add up when you go on a weekly basis. So yeah, those, just be a little stingy with your money. All right. 27. Be careful who you connect with. Be very, very careful who you connect with. You're not meant to connect with everybody, guys. I've had to learn that there's some people that I've connected with that I'm just sitting here thinking like, dang, why did I link up with this person? Why did I even form a bond with this person? And, that's kind of self-explanatory. Don't link up with everybody that you see. Just because they seem cool doesn't necessarily mean they are cool for you. 28. Be a little less harsh on your health journey. I'm going to be very transparent right now. I'm kind of struggling a little bit because my health journey has been very much up and down. And right now it's kind of on the down tip. I'm getting back on track with things, but I'm, learning to, if you will, not be so harsh on myself. You know what I'm saying? If that makes any sense. Because a lot of times I'll kind of just cave in. And after that, I go on the downward spiral. Like I've gained a little bit of weight over the past couple of weeks. And I went to the doctor today and they told me I was like 191 pounds. I'm like, dang. I was just 176 about 2 months ago. So it's a little bit frustrating, but I have to remind myself, like, Marcus, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So you could be frustrated and upset, be hard and down on yourself, or you can get back up, as they say in Team 4-Star, and ride that horse. Meaning you just or eat that horse, which means you just keep going. You know what I'm saying? No matter what, you don't stop. So that's something I'm having to remind myself on a daily basis. and kind of, give yourself props when props is due. I just had a friend of mine that texted me and said she finally made it to the gym. I'm very proud of her. She hasn't been to the gym in a minute, but she made it. That's a step in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? For me, I'm currently doing an intermittent fast, 24 hours. I wanted to cave in earlier when I kept getting some, bad news about certain things that was going on, and I didn't cave in. I got about, almost 2 more hours to go. Very proud of myself because I haven't done a 24-hour fast in a while, So don't be harsh on yourself and give yourself props when you're doing well, okay? Number 29, speaking of which, develop a routine when it comes to eating, right? And this is a big lesson I've learned more so on the recent tip. And the reason why I bring this specific lesson up is because when you develop a routine, you create a bit less room for error in terms of eating crappy foods, right? For example, let's say it's a day unlike today where I'm not having a long fast and I'm eating a traditional 3 meals a day. Because on a day like today, obviously, I'm only going to eat 1 meal. That's all my body's going to be able to afford. There's going to be time for bed. But if it's a day where I'm eating 3 meals in a row, let me make sure that I have something for breakfast, solid, might be a shake, might be whatever. And then I have a healthy snack. There's some fruits and vegetables. Then lunch, healthy snack, fruits and vegetables. Dinner alongside with the fruits and vegetables and the healthy snack as well. When you have a routine with your eating pattern, now a lot of people are like, well, Marcus, it gets boring after a while. I get it. I completely understand. However, when you have that routine going, what it allows you to do is it allows you to be mindful of not only your eating habits, but it also allows you to be mindful of your calorie intake, and there's less room for error in terms of eating crap, right? Because you got to remember, every calorie counts. From everything that you eat to everything that you drink. Everything counts. There's a reason why when you're intermittent fasting that you should not drink certain things. That's why they tell you when you're intermittent fasting, drink black coffee, water, and 0-calorie drinks. Because anything with calories in it or a high amount of calories, I think by technicality, the calorie count is if it's more than 15, it'll break your fast. Then that breaks your fast. So you want to be very careful, okay? But that's what I've learned. Stick to eating pattern. Number 30. This is something health related that I've learned as well in terms of the gym. Just because you eat a lot of protein doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to gain a lot of muscle. Now, I know this sounds contradictory because it's like, well, Marcus, don't you need to eat protein in order to gain muscle? Yes, you do. But you also need to make sure, in order for you to get the best results, that you have to be either in a calorie deficit or a neutral calorie state. If you eat more calories than you burn on a consistent basis, you probably will gain muscle, but it won't show because you'll also be gaining weight, or it won't show as much. So for best results, make sure that you are eating in a calorie deficit or calorie neutral state and eating about 1 gram of protein per per pound or close to it. So like right now, example, I'm 191 pounds currently at this moment, right? That means that on a regular day, obviously not today when I'm doing a longer fast, but on a day when I'm eating all 3 meals, guess what? Marcus needs to eat 191 grams of protein, which is a lot. And some of y'all might be thinking like, God darn, how do you get 191 grams of protein? I'll go into another video about that on another day. I don't want this to get too long. But bottom line, just because you eat a lot of protein don't mean you're going to show a lot of muscle. That only happens when you're taking other things along with it in terms of, courses of action to have that. Number 31. I'm trying to figure out how I can phrase this. Lust is a powerful thing, and if you don't get control over it, it will screw you up every single time. As a man, I love women. Love women. Absolutely love women. If you had any question in my mind with sexuality, I was, you should definitely know now. Just saying. Right? Absolutely love women. I think they are absolutely beautiful. I think they are gorgeous. I think there are some women out here that are very sexy. They look good and all that good stuff. It's very easy as a man to not only be tempted, but to view women in the wrong manner. And the reason why I say that is because, like I said, women are just naturally gorgeous. But you got to be careful not to lust after women. It's okay to admire a woman. It's okay to think she's beautiful. But when you start, looking at her too hard, like, looking at certain body parts and, thinking certain thoughts that, that's not a good thing. You gotta, and the Bible talks about, being able to control your lust, not being a slave to lust, right? Because lust is a sin in general. And not just lusting after men or women, but lusting after anything, right? Because that's a strong desire to have something. And really the only strong desire we should have is really or the strongest desire we should have, I should say. When I say you shouldn't have strong desires, is to have a deeper connection with God, right? So when that lust takes over, what it does is it clouds out judgment. I cannot tell you how many times that I have allowed lust to take over my logic. And when lust takes over logic, it always ends in destruction. So you got to get control over your lust. That's something I've definitely been learning, especially in recent years. Very, very important to make sure you do so. Number 32. We're down to the last two. Number 32. And this kind of ties into the lust part. If a woman has nothing to offer other than the physical, that probably ain't the woman for you. And ladies, I would say the same thing for the fellas. If the fellas has nothing to offer to you other than the physical, that ain't the man for you. Going back to the lust part, I don't care how good a woman looks. I don't care how well she kisses me. I don't care how well she makes me feel good, in various ways, emotionally, mentally, whatever. There's got to be more that she has to bring to the table, right? I've been learning lately, does she provide peace? Is she ultimately a good life partner? Is she someone that I can lean on when times get tough? You know what I'm saying? Is she someone where I know I'm going to be a leader and a provider, but let's say I fall short? Will she be able to not criticize or ridicule me, but say, hey, babe, I got your back? You know what I'm saying? Those are things that ultimately important to me as a woman. Yes, the physical aspect, all right, cool. She look good, smell good, all that good stuff. That's great. But that's not going to be enough to satisfy me in the long run. That's a short-term fix. And a lot of women could do that. But what else can she provide in terms of helping to make me a stronger man? Right? Because if there's one thing I've definitely learned, the right woman will propel you to new heights as a man. The wrong woman will bring it down every single time. And ladies, the same thing goes for you. Yeah, he might got good, what energy. And he may got money. But what else does he have? Is he someone that can take care of you? Not even just from a financial standpoint, from an emotional and a mental standpoint. Is he someone who can see a future with you? Shoot, is he someone that you genuinely desire? That's a big thing I've learned kind of tying into this one. Because if I don't genuinely desire the woman, why am I going after her? I don't care how good she looks. Because you can, a woman or a man can look good and you don't genuinely desire them. You just lust after them. So, something to keep in mind. And last but not least, number 33. The 33rd thing that I've learned is, as long as you are living, you have another day in which you can learn. Guys, I can't begin to tell you how many things have been on my mind lately. The different things that I've been going through. The different things I've been thinking about. The different things within myself that I've been addressing to become a better Marcus. And it's been tough. And I've been very tough on myself, if I'm being completely honest with you. But I will say this. no matter what I'm dealing with at the moment, because I'm dealing with a lot. You know, keep me in your prayers. It's not bad per se. It's just a lot. But I'm learning that, Marcus, it's okay. Everything will work out the way it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, how it's supposed to, and everything is ultimately in God's hands. All you have to do is keep trusting Him, keep moving, and keep trying to be better. You know, every day ain't gonna be perfect. Kind of like I told you with the workout situation. You know, sometimes you're gonna be on the up and up, sometimes you're gonna be on the down and down. Right now, I'm kind of on the down and down. But if I take it day by day and I keep going, everything is going to work out the way it's supposed to. You know what I mean? And you have to remember that, even with life. As long as you are alive, that is another day in which you are able to maintain and do what you got to do so you can be a better you. All right? So I hope this helps, guys. 33 years. I would say year 33 is very much off to an interesting start. It's a mixture of good and bad things, which is such as life. I just take the good with the bad, and I kind of just continue to roll with the punches. And that's really all I can do. You know what I'm saying? I think that's the most important thing to consider. That's the most important thing to think about overall. But anyways, I love you guys as always. I appreciate y'all. Please feel free to share all 3 of these videos. I'm going to create a playlist so that way they're there. You know, and again, this might not be a video that might be for you, but it might be for somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Somebody might need to hear some of the things that I've learned. Or maybe you're one of those individuals who have learned some things from this. And in that case, I hope it helps you. But Smart Inspiration from Teachable Tuesdays, here to motivate you, encourage you, and inspire you to be a better you. Thank you for joining me today. Greatly, greatly appreciate it. And look forward to talking to you soon. Peace.